in the kitchen.
Yeah. Ralf.
Can you guys hear anything?
Hello. Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Cooking.
Can you hear me?
I didn't move my chair.
I can hear you.
There's a lot of construction going on. Hold on.
Good evening, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
What an adventure getting here.
Talk about
Yeah,
it. What do you
tell
want
us
to tell
about your
tell the
journey.
folks at home about your journey?
Well, I was teaching a class at the People's Improv Theater
Okay,
on 29th Street.
Yes, we know the People's Improv Theater.
We know it very well.
We know it well.
How well?
Oh, well, but it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how I met Ralph. But you were teaching a class.
Really? Yes, I was teaching a class, and then I got to chit-chatting with a student after class.
Yeah.
And then I took out my iPhone and I put in the address, and I misread the directions, and I ended up going to Broadway Junction on the A.
Oh,
It was
gosh.
just way out of
That
my way.
is it. That's. I think it's the last stop on the L, Broadway Junction.
But you made it.
But I made it.
Way to go!
Okay.
On time, you made it.
Okay, you guys keep vamping.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. You're doing great. Keep vamping.
Oh,
We're gonna keep-
continue the vamp. Okay, so what class are you teaching?
I was actually substituting for a friend of mine. It was a level 2 class.
Okay.
So it wasn't my usual class. So I just sort of dropped in to substitute.
Yeah,
And it was really fun. Great group of people.
that's great.
Really
And
fun stuff.
You could do the
Get right
mic
on
a
that.
little bit closer to you. You can either
Okay.
pull it closer to you, or you can get closer to it.
Ooh,
right.
Whatever
close
feels
to the mic.
Whatever
Do
feels
whatever
right.
the Mike wants me to do.
Oh,
I think the mic wants me to come closer.
hey, you're being seductive.
Yeah.
Eric, you're being seductive.
I'm
Cut it out.
Yeah, Eric, tone it down.
Tone it down.
Tone it down.
Okay.
It's just
Just sell us the insurance.
Yes.
how down do you want me to tone it?
Just sell us fire insurance, Eric. This is
Yeah.
not appropriate.
We have to have the insurance. So
Okay. Me and my roommate.
yeah, we've had so many fires already.
Wow.
It would help us to have a policy.
Must be really hot in your
It's-
apartment.
Oh,
Eric.
okay, Eric. We just met, dude.
Okay.
We just met.
Clarence and I do not want to be seduced. Okay,
Yeah.
you have a reputation in this neighborhood. We invited you in our foyer. We're not even inviting you into our living room.
No,
To give you the wrong idea.
It's too
Oh.
personal, the living room.
It's
Yeah.
too
We're safe out
personal.
here.
Okay, we have a lot of family pictures in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
We're cousins, but we're also
Yeah.
roommates.
This is a very, very nice foyer. It's
Ooh.
French,
Don't
right?
say it like that.
Okay, Eric.
It's French.
Stop
Foyer?
rubbing your
I mean,
corduroys like that.
I guess it's a French word, Eric.
It is
Foyer.
French.
Foyer.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell us more about the policy. What do you have to offer?
And don't lick your lips anymore.
Well, the policy is it's really long. It's very long.
Ah, what's that? What's that got to do with insurance?
It's just a big policy. And well, here, sign right here. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
please conduct yourself a little bit more professionally, and you might get a sale of fire insurance. Clarence,
Yeah.
I know that I'm susceptible. I'm vulnerable
Oh,
to this kind of.
One of us has to stay strong, you know?
I would hope that both of us would stay strong because, I can't. I'm vulnerable.
You do have a beautiful voice, Eric. I must say there's something about it. You know, it really draws you in.
The timbre of my voice.
Yes.
You know,
Oh.
it's spelled Timbre.
Wow.
You didn't ask me to waltz. You didn't ask me to waltz, Eric. Put me.
There you go. Oh, well, hey,
Don't dip me.
Yes, you're dipped.
And
You.
scene.
Okay, good. All right, we started it already.
Did we introduce the show?
No, it
Okay.
hasn't even happened
Oh
yet.
my gosh.
That's how hot we coming
Off
in.
to the races.
All right, this is No Suggestion, everybody. I'm Ralph Jean Pierre. We got guest co-host Aston Hollins back this week.
Hello. Happy to be
Yippee.
back.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, one of the people for whom this podcast is named, No Suggestion, a member of my what I think is I don't think you guys like when I say this, the greatest improv group in the world.
Whoa.
Centralia.
Oh, I like it.
My friend Matt Higgins is here. Wow.
All right.
I'm so excited to be here.
I'm
We're
so
excited
glad
to
that
have
you're here.
you.
Yeah.
And you took a hour-long trip from mid Chelsea.
From mid Chelsea.
That's an
Mid-Chelsea.
adventure.
It is an adventure.
Is Broadway Junction in Queens yet, or is it still Brooklyn?
It's still Brooklyn.
Okay.
It's pretty well in Brooklyn, but it's deep.
Okay, that's almost a 3-borough journey. Just
Yeah.
shy.
Yeah.
Just shy of a 3-borough journey.
Yeah.
And you live up high on the island of
I
Manhattan.
live way, way high up there in the Inwood section of Manhattan.
I like it up there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's very nice.
it is nice.
How long have you been up there?
We have been up there since 2000, so that's 23 years.
The
Wow.
year
The
2000.
year 2000.
The turn of the century.
The turn of the century. Yes,
Holy
exactly.
moly!
Yep.
Wow, I got so many questions. When did you come to New York?
Oh, I came to New York in 1990-ish.
Could come a little bit closer than that.
I came
Yeah.
to New York.
Nice.
Oh, there. I can hear the difference in my ears.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I came to New York in like 1990-ish. I don't remember the exact date.
1990. Okay, so you were here 10 years before you went up to Inwood.
Yeah.
From Chicago?
No.
You're from Philly.
Yeah.
You're from Philly.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me this. But did you spend time in Chicago?
No.
No.
I mean, I
Okay.
visited Chicago a couple of times, and I, of course, spent time there when I was there, but not any sort of like length of time.
Okay.
I went there for, the Chicago Improv Festival a couple of times.
Got
To
it.
that
eat
kind
a
of thing.
Chicago dog.
I probably had a Chicago dog there. Yeah.
Talk to me about Philly in the, what is it, the 80s, the 70s?
Yeah. 1970s, 80s.
I can't imagine. I don't know what to imagine. What should I be imagining? What's the landscape there?
Well, up until I was 11, I lived in the city of Philadelphia in the northeast portion, and then we moved just right outside of it in a place called Warminster. And so, what it's like, it's a cool place. It's a very livable. It's kind of like Brooklyn. It's
Whoa.
it's pretty cool. I don't know what else to say about it.
I am noticing that to my ear, you
Yeah.
don't seem to have much of a Philly accent.
Oh, Ray.
My partner is from Philly,
Mhm.
and I mean the accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, she says like, "Oh, come on."
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You recognize
it's
that?
kind of a it's a diphthong. I think that's what it technically is. I don't know.
I think it's really charming, but I had never really heard that regional accent
Yeah.
until we started dating, and it's a very
yeah.
it's a very specific
Oh
sound.
my God! No, you're from Philly. They do like they swallow their words a lot.
Oh,
And,
no.
Water?
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
do
You
it.
get drink of water. We're
Water?
gonna go.
Water.
Oh come on, you guys.
Home, go
Go
home.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the mall and all that stuff.
I love it. I can't get enough of it.
Yeah,
Go. Come on, guys. Let's get in the
yeah.
car. Let's get in the van and go
Let's
home.
go
Let's
home.
Get a
go.
tail.
This party has we've been here such a long time. I am ready to
This
go.
part is
Yeah.
bad. This part is bad.
And words
I
like
don't know.
a towel is they say tail.
Your tail.
Towel.
Yeah.
A towel.
Yeah, I still have a lot of words that I, like what's one that I do? Oh gosh, that I still, oh man, I'm trying to think of one. My wife would be able to like just name them right off the bat, but I have some words that I still,
Maybe they will just arrive as
they'll
the evening
probably-
goes on.
they'll just arrive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We won't put any pressure on it.
No.
No
They'll
pressure.
No pressure. Pressure-free zone.
They'll just emerge
Fresh.
magically.
Mm.
Magic. Magic is a word that comes to mind when I think about Matt Higgins.
really.
Yes.
Wow.
Do you identify with that?
With the word magic.
How do you feel
Sure.
about it? What comes up when you?
I can
When
get that already, and we just met.
Really.
We just met not 11 minutes ago.
Not
was-
even
hasn't
11
been 11
minutes.
minutes.
ago.
Yeah, I get that vibe.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that.
Uh-huh.
I'll receive that.
Okay.
I'll accept that. Yeah. Sure.
How do you feel about that word?
Well, I love Houdini.
Ha 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 ha.
What's not
And-
to love?
Yeah, exactly. And I love like stunts and things like that, and doing things that are seem difficult or impossible or whatever. And I think, like for example, I used to do this bit where I would challenge the audience to wrap me in 120 yards of duct tape, and I would tell the audience, I would say, I would defy them. And I would say, wrap me. And I had this like paper suit. I would say, wrap me in 120 yards of duct tape. And I will escape in 2 minutes. And then within that 2 minutes, I will knit a baby booty out of twine. And I would say, feel this, sir. This is indeed twine. And these are knitting needles. And then I would have them just come up and wrap me in duct tape. And it's 20 yards of duct tape. It's a lot of duct tape.
Wow.
And you're just compressed in there, and there's no way that you can burst out of it. So
how did you get out?
I would just like thrash around and then crash into stuff and then fall on the floor and then just sort of weep and then confess to the audience that I have no idea whether I didn't and never tried this before, and then I would just like tell them there's like scissors in my backpack if they could cut me out.
Sad.
And they would cut me out.
Charles, quit crying, Charles.
Yeah, Charles.
Quit crying.
I'm gonna try.
It's gonna be okay, Charles.
I'm not falling for it.
No,
you can fall for it if you want to, Laura. I
feel bad for him. I feel bad.
Laura, thank you for feeling bad. Edward, I'm really crying. These are real tears.
You sucked me in the nose.
Because
you sucked me.
There,
ow!
I did it again.
I'm gonna hit you back hard.
Are you really?
Hey.
Wait, boom! I did it again.
Stop, guys,
sucking me in the nose.
Violence is not the answer.
No, it's not the answer. That's why, boom! I did it one more time.
Stop it!
No,
I want to enjoy this. I just want to enjoy this day on the beach.
I love the beach.
I love it too, but bloodshed isn't helping us enjoy the day anymore.
Something about
Laura, you're forgiving this guy, and he just socked me in the nose several times. Whose friend are you?
I'm both of your friend.
There's just something with the tide. I don't know what it is. It's something like the moon does
full
something
moon
to me.
Does something.
You socked me in the nose 5 times consecutively.
Boom!
I haven't socked you back. I socked you back one time, and you're crying
because it hurt.
Charles, what do you think it feels like when you sock me in the nose?
I don't know. I'm not you. I can't feel your pain.
Friends. Let's everybody just take a breath together, in and out. Think about the waves of the ocean washing away this beef between you.
It's hard for me to even believe that you're invested. You're just sunning yourself. You haven't even gotten up from your... I've been socked in the nose here several times.
You haven't even cracked that book open. Like, you've opened the book, but you haven't even turned a page.
Well, I've been watching the seagulls.
Wow, they're pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful formation.
There's a lot to enjoy here at the beach.
Whoa, look at that. Look what they did.
Oh?
A new formation.
Whoa. It looks like it's like an arrow, but it seems weirdly shaped somehow.
It's pointing at us.
It's a sign. It's a sign that right now, the three of us, we really have to repair this friendship, or else this Memorial Day beach party is going to be ruined if we can't just get it together.
Laura did a lot of work planning this beach get together.
Yeah. I made potato salad.
Thank you. The potato salad is delicious. It's really good. I really like the celery.
You. We have to eat it all because it doesn't keep in the heat.
We gotta call truce. No more socking each other.
No more socking each other.
That means you and me can't sock each other. We gotta sit down on these towels and chill.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Can we do it, Charles?
I'm pretty sure we could do it. Laura, thank you so much for that breathing exercise.
You're welcome.
Ow, this seagull's pecking me in the nose.
See.
All right. Beautiful. Who knows where it's going? Whoop.
What am I doing?
I don't know.
I default to peacemaker in scenes. It's really interesting, but I mean, it's
Now we have a mission tonight.
It's interesting that that's just like where I go as a person, but it doesn't necessarily make for like, it's not the best choice in a scene to be like, hey, you guys, can't we all just get along?
Well, when have you hankered for war?
I mean, never. I'm for peace, you know?
Are you a peacenik?
I'm pro peace.
I think we all are.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
There's a term that's pretty popular in the kind of the kids are saying these days, especially in the urban world. You chose violence today. You woke up today and chose violence.
That's heavy.
It can just be about, it could just be about anything. It could just be about like no raisins in the potato salads. And we'd be like, oh, you woke up today and chose violence. You know what I mean? Any hot take?
That would be violent.
Yeah. Well, to put raisins in the potato salad is violence, but to take a hard stance on it is also violence. Yeah. So I don't know. Sometimes I'm too willing to take a hard stance, and it's not always the time and the place. It's something I'm learning.
Are you taking a stand right now?
I'm
going
to take a hard stand that I'm learning.
Yeah.
To not take a hard stand.
I think that's wonderful.
I'm standing on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're growing and changing.
Oh, it stinks.
What do you think about this? Okay. So I think that what we're doing right now is radical.
Talk about it.
Yes, please
I think
elaborate.
This is totally radical, because I think that here we are, we three, we're in this place in Brooklyn doing this really cool, fun thing, improvising, making stuff up. And there are people out there, literally having war and killing each other. And so I think that this is an absolutely radical act. What do you think?
I mean, what was I? I was thinking about something like this today, where something about art and the making of it.
For me, long story short, while you're gathering,
Drea, please, I'm going nowhere with mine.
I think it's about joy, and I think that joy and bringing of joy is very important at all times, but especially now. So I hear what you're saying on that. Yeah, it is something. Yeah.
We're not lending ourselves to whatever other thing. We're choosing to be a part of it and just play.
Yeah.
And bring joy, hopefully, to the people who are watching and to ourselves.
Just, we're shining a little light. And, a lot of the time that's like what I feel like I can do for people. I mean, for myself and also for people. And, I in the same way, I think that is something, something that people need is joy.
Yeah. And can I take it? And
whoa,
whoa, level up.
Whoa. Well, we're gonna come back to the and for just a second. I'm gonna put that in the parking lot
my
for
birthday.
A moment.
Whoa!
Get out of town.
Is it your birthday?
Well, it hasn't become my birthday. That's just my birthday.
Wait. It's gonna be your birthday.
What? 11/19?
Yeah, 11/19.
11/17.
Whoa! Scorpio.
I did not know that.
Scorpio.
Whoa, Scorpios. I'm a Scorpio rising myself.
Really?
Yeah, Scorpio rising.
Wow.
There it is.
This is awesome.
Whoa, I never knew this.
Yeah. And so I guess like 11/18 is our like.
Oh, yeah.
That's where
I'll see that a lot of times, 11/18. 11/20.
Scorpio.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there
it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, I think it does make sense. Yeah. I'm into it. I love some water.
I'm really warm.
It's hot in here. Take it off.
Yeah. Hey.
Wow.
Yeah. That is wild.
It is wild.
There's not another Scorpio in Centralia, is there?
No, but Nalaja's son is a Scorpio. I believe Nalaja is on. Do you know Nalaja?
I might have seen her play with you guys once. Yes?
Maybe. I don't think so. But Nalaja is also a Scorpio.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're a Scorpio rising.
Rising.
So what does that mean?
It means as much as I know, which is not a lot, but I have, a little bit of an interest. It means that's has something to do with like how I operate in the world, how I project myself.
How you appear.
How I appear to other people, perhaps.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
appear as a Scorpio.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it too. It's funny. My mom is a Scorpio. My partner is a Scorpio. I have a lot of Scorpios in my family. A bunch of my friends. My brother's girlfriend is a Scorpio. A lot of water.
Yeah.
And
A lot of water in
what
the
is your
fam.
sign?
Gemini, so air sign.
Oh.
But then I have a Pisces moon, water, and then a Scorpio rising, also water. So I'm air, water.
And what are we? Is water?
We're
Water. Yeah,
Scorpios
yeah.
water?
Oh,
Scorpios
yeah.
are water. It's odd, isn't it?
Really? Yeah. Because I
Yeah.
think of them as
Watery.
like being desert
Yeah.
creatures.
Well, that's the
it
thing.
could
It's
go
yeah.
either way, you know?
Yeah.
They're flexible.
That's
It
the
is a
thing about
desert
Scorpios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even. Well, and here's the other thing. So many people in my life, Geminis and Scorpios are not supposed to get along, from what I know.
I do not buy that for one.
Well,
moment.
it's
I don't
so many
buy it.
important people in my life are Geminis,
Really?
and it's I'm surrounded by them. I'm
Yeah.
riddled with them.
You're
Oh
riddled
no!
with them.
Oh no! Come on.
They're everywhere. They're
Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah.
Totally.
Are you a zodiac person? Do you enjoy that?
Not necessarily, but I do kind of. I think it's fun.
It's kind of fun.
You know,
fun.
like
Yeah.
why not? Why not, man?
The corollaries for me are too. Like I almost knew you were going to say Gemini before you said it.
Get out.
The
No. He did because I'm a Scorpio,
and we
I
knew, we knew we're a day apart.
Yeah.
2 days apart. Yeah. There is. I kind of I mean, you could have said anything. I'd be like, oh, I knew. That's what I don't know.
But that's what you know.
That's what I know.
That's what you know.
I mean, I don't know, but I know.
you
Right.
don't know.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. Here, wait. I have your horoscope.
Ooh.
Your horoscope. Jennifer,
Mhm.
Be careful.
Give me the forecast.
Come on.
Richard. I'm just reading the horoscope from the newspaper.
Just don't.
I want to know what it says,
Okay.
Richard.
It's a lot to. Oh, we're unveiling a lot. A lot can be
Richard-
unveiled here.
Richard, pour the tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Pour the
I'm
tea.
gonna shut the window.
thank you,
Shut
Richard.
the window.
Shut the window.
Shut the window and pour the tea.
Shut the window and pour the tea. Jennifer.
Yes.
Getting personal.
Richard. Okay.
Okay, you're gonna read the horoscope. Go
I'm
ahead.
on the
Jennifer?
edge of my seat.
Okay. Okay.
If you
Okay.
find out something you don't like,
It says, beware.
Why even continue?
Richard, he hasn't read the whole thing yet.
It starts with beware.
It says, beware of cushions, for they hold you aloft above that which keeps you down.
Whoa.
I chipped a tooth. on the tea on the tea kettle.
Oh, are you all right?
Why is it so Victorian? Your horoscope. It's like a very
What
Victorian.
does that even mean,
I
man?
don't know. I don't.
Let's unpack it. Okay.
Read it again.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Read it again.
Okay.
Read it again,
It's-
verbatim.
Okay, I'll read it verbatim.
Read it verbatim again.
Beware, for you are on the cushion, and the cushion holds you from above.
It sounds different now. Is it changing?
It is. I think it is close enough for me to really
Friction.
take it in the second time around.
Richard, the earth is rotating.
Yes,
Everything
there's
is different.
gravity. There are forces above and below. It's very poetic.
Exactly. You chipped your tooth.
I chipped my tooth on a tea kettle. You guys are. The earth is spinning because I'm dizzy.
Your numbers are
Oh, tell me.
19,
Mhm.
42, 71, 12, 11, 5, and 4.
I'm
Honey?
writing these
You guys
down.
take honey in your tea? Honey?
I'll take honey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to repeat those numbers?
Sure.
Those numbers are 72,
Mhm.
14, 12, 5, 11, and 44.
There's something spooky about this almanac or whatever this
I
paper is that you're reading.
I'm
these
going to buy a Mega Millions ticket with these numbers. And if my ticket wins, we can split it 3 ways.
Oh, we're unlocking something arcane. This could prove bad. I chipped a tooth.
But it could be great.
It could be
be great.
Oh, Richard just spilled the tea.
I spilled it everywhere. I gotta open the window and let this place air out.
Oh, look, there's Mrs. Simmons in her fancy new car.
What is she showing off?
She's a show off, of course.
Miss Simmons.
Wait a minute, look at the license plate.
What?
Read that number again.
The numbers?
Yes.
44, 11,
72, 12.
That's the number on the scene. Okay. What? What a
Sorry about your
wild-
tooth, Richard. I
That
should have
was-
cared about that a little bit more.
It's okay. It's chipped now. Oh my word.
Oh my goodness.
What else are you? What else is happening in your mind, in your life? What are you excited about these days,
What am
Matt?
I excited about? I'm excited. I've been writing a lot of comedy. I wouldn't say necessarily a lot of comedy, but I do this open mic every Monday. I host it at the Pit, and
shout out.
One of the things that I'm really intrigued with is playing around with the point of view of stuff that I've written. So like I'll do something one way, and then maybe like the next week I'll just do the very same thing, but do it with a completely different attitude, and it really changes things. So I'm really struck by how how much like point of view and emotion and all that sort of stuff changes whether something's funny or not, or how funny something is.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm. I have a couple of questions.
Sure.
So what kind of open mic? Like anyone can do anything?
Anyone can do
comedy
anything.
Or
Yep.
And so when you're writing, are you writing like just for yourself? Are you writing kind of more stand-up solo performance? Are you writing sketch? What kind of things are you writing?
It's mostly sort of, I would say, stand-up solo comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not sketch, and it's usually just things that I think are funny. So, for example, I know this, everybody's talking about this, but like recently, like I just was struck by how everybody's stomping on these lantern flies, and I just think that it's just funny that you'll be walking down the street and you'll just see somebody somebody walking toward you, just all of a sudden go like, ah,
yeah,
and like stomp on things. My daughter and I were out for a walk the other day, and there was a woman with a chihuahua, and she was trying to get the chihuahua to eat a lantern.
Well, that is
God.
aggressive.
It was aggressive, and she was giggling about it. I thought she was trying to get the dog to pee on like scaffolding, but that wasn't what she was trying to do. She said, "Oh, I'm trying to get him to eat a lamp fly." She said a lamp fly.
I saw a part of a dead one, in fact, right outside of this building. They are just everywhere.
They are.
Yeah.
And they fly into you pretty.
Yeah, they're everywhere, and they're funny looking too.
So people are so intent on killing them because it's an invasive species. Is that correct?
Yeah. I see.
I wonder if it's also
just an excuse
stress relief.
to
It's like a
bloodthirsty
release valve for us to like let loose a little bit of rage or vengeance. Murderous.
Here. I totally agree with that. I think we've just, I think that the government, is, telling us to stomp on these lantern flies so that we can let our aggression out and we can target. I'm just kidding. But
No, I love it.
just kidding, everybody. But
they gave us something to do to distract us from what they're really doing.
Yeah.
Carl,
Yes.
I don't want to hear any more of your conspiracy theories about how the government is trying to change us.
Okay, but the government is trying to change us.
Don't.
And I have to tell everyone about it,
Todd.
You have to protect yourselves from the government. This is a real thing, and it's real serious.
You are. What did I say your name was?
Carl.
Sorry, I'm just all. You've got me all worked up and paranoid. Okay, yeah. You're armed to the teeth, Carl. Yes. Todd and I are really.
How do you even bend over? You're just got so much ammo strapped around you.
Well, you have to be prepared because I am they could come after me because of what I know. So I have to protect myself. And why aren't you doing the same?
Well, we have a reasonable amount of self-protection, but we've been punching a punching bag the whole time we've been here.
We've been punching bag. Carl.
Doesn't it feel nice though? Just, get it out. Some of that aggression. Doesn't it feel nice?
It does feel nice, but we want to hang out.
Yeah, we want to play D&D.
Yeah.
I know. We used to play D&D together. Those were the days. But then, I got really into what I'm doing and it just snowballed.
What are you doing, Carl?
I can't stop. It's an obsession. It's an obsession night and day. It keeps me up, reading the paper and putting everything together and reading all of the UFO things online and knowing who the government hired to kill whom and way back when the government was killing people with LSD.
Whom was killed?
Who?
When did whom kill?
What's going on with your articles and your nouns?
It's a lot. It's a lot of pressure.
You think because the government is fucking up that you can fuck up your grammar?
Carl!
It is a lot of pressure on me to keep my website with all of these different theories, to keep them all in one place. Okay, it's a lot of effort.
You get all this from hanging out in the library all day?
Yes.
Just working out and reading.
Yes.
Going on the
trivia
library.
And propaganda.
I have to stay buff in case I have to fight the government physically.
Keep your mind buff. You go to the library all the time. Get your grammar right.
Get your grammar right.
Keep your grammar sharp.
Hey, you guys better be nice to me or else.
You flipping butterfly knives at us? We're not the government, okay, Carl? We're your friends.
Yeah.
How can I trust you?
Todd and
you could be working for the government.
Well, technically, it's the government of the people, for the people.
By the people, for the people. And I am a postal worker, but that only technically makes me a government employee.
A government employee.
Hey, man, don't lick your lips like that.
Let me ask you this, though.
Whoa.
Hey.
What makes you so certain that you can trust the government of these United States of America?
Bong, bong.
I have health insurance.
Is it from the government?
I don't know who it's from.
Who? What is it?
Whom is it from?
Whom is it from?
Whom? I hope the government is not out to kill whom.
You get it right.
What? Say it to my face.
Don't use me as a punching bag, Carl.
Carl, relax.
I'm getting charged up. I'm getting fired up.
Don't get all fired up in here, Carl.
It's my house.
What's that on your head? It looks like a warhead. Like you're
wearing a warhead. I didn't even notice that.
You've made yourself into a missile. Oh, Carl.
It must be so stressful to be Carl.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
I
my
thought
word.
I was stressed out.
I just imagine they
Carl's
are
stressed.
They're just in some sort of medium small town. And Carl goes to the library all the time and just goes on the internet.
It doesn't sound very healthy.
No. Well, yeah.
You know what it made me think of?
Go ahead. Say.
Did you guys watch the X-Files? Anyone watch the X-Files?
Yes, a little bit.
Well, I am very into the X-Files, and there
truth is out there.
I want to believe there are 3 characters on the X-Files called the Lone Gunmen, who are this like group of conspiracy theorists that sometimes consult with Mulder and Scully, and
3 people named the lone gunman.
That's the name of their their group of 3, the lone gunmen. Yeah,
that is ironic.
I think they even had their own spinoff for like a season, but or maybe not. Maybe I made that up. Maybe something else happened to them entirely, and it's just been a long time since I've rewatched. Anyway, I highly recommend X-Files if you like that kind of thing.
Yeah, we used to watch it. It came on Friday nights, and we used to, when it first came on, I guess it was like 1996 or something like that.
Something in the mid-90s.
We would get pizza and watch it.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is couth or uncouth to say, but I'm going to say, I didn't care much when the X-Files was on, but post X-Files, I got the hots for Gillian Anderson.
Oh, she's the hottest.
Something about her has got me on the hook. But I didn't when the X-Files was on, I was like, all right, whatever.
Well, we were quite young.
I think also some people grow into themselves. Some people are their best looking later in life.
Yes, like a fine wine.
Like a fine wine.
Yes. Yep. Steve Winwood.
Like a fine wine.
I think he would win.
Yeah, he would win.
I think my mom calls him Stevie.
Stevie
Winwood, like their friend.
Oh,
they might be.
He's a silver fox. Of course, she's calling him Stevie. Come on. There's a piece of paper on this desk, and it just says flapdoodle on it. Flapadoodle.
What
I don't know.
The meaning be?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in this station, but I'm going to read some of this. Hey,
all right.
Hey, you're listening to Radio Free Brooklyn, independent listener of Sporty Radio. Thanks for listening to Radio Free Brooklyn. Your sports keeps us going. Why don't you read some of that, Matt? Read the second paragraph.
The second paragraph. All right. Radio Free Brooklyn. Brooklyn's mission is to provide free and open platform to our community
yes,
and promote media literacy, education, free expression, and public art. We rely primarily on donations from listeners like you. Every dollar helps us stay on the air and allows us to continue our work in the community. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, so all contributions are tax deductible. Please support with a monthly pledge or a one-time donation at radiofreebrooklyn.org.
A jolly good time.
Donate.
Let Aston read some of that.
Tax deductible.
What are you gonna say?
All right. RFB mobile app. Hey, if you'd like to listen to RFB when you're not in front of your computer, please download our free mobile app for iPhone and Android, available in the App Store for iPhone or the Google Play Store for Android.
Labradoodle.
RFB newsletter. Verbatim read. Please be sure to subscribe to our monthly newsletter for the latest news about programming and upcoming RFB events. You can sign up at radiofreebrooklyn.org/newsletter. Hooray!
Hooray! Are there instructions there about how to read it? Because I've been doing it wrong.
Please read this verbatim. I like that it says that. Makes me feel confident.
I have not read those instructions myself.
Typical Scorpio.
Oh,
classic Scorpio.
Getting all coloring outside the lines.
Yep.
Oh, no. Well, okay. Here's what I also want to know. Tell us about the New York comedy scene. I want to know about the New York comedy scene in the 90s.
Yeah, when did you start
2000s.
Doing comedy?
Oh, okay. So I started doing comedy when I was in college. Early in college, I would go to open mic nights in Philadelphia at the Comedy Works, and they had like a lottery, like you would pick a number, and that would be the number that you went on. And my brother, who was going to medical school in Philadelphia, he would come down with me, and he would choose a number as well, and then we would compare them. And if he got the lower number, he would give it to me, and then just throw the other number away. So, and then he would sit with me, and I remember one time he said, "So what are you going to do this week?" And I said, "Well, I'm going to do this and this." And he said, "Do you have it written down?" And I said, "No." And he gave me a notebook, and he told me to sit down on the curb and write it. And that was like such a cool thing. So that's really when I started it.
That's so lovely and supportive.
Yeah. And Kevin Scott and I, we worked at Sesame Place together. And
is Kevin also from Philly?
He's from that area, yeah.
Wow.
And so then we were like a little comedy team for a little bit, and that was really fun. He's so funny. And then when I came to New York, and I was doing a lot of stand up. And
what year was this when you first came? 90.
Yeah, all through the 90s.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was here. I was younger. I was a kid, but I wish
A native New Yorker.
I'm a New York native New Yorker. And you're a native Philadelphian, Pennsylvanian.
Where are you from?
Yeah,
I'm from Houston, Texas, like Beyonce and ZZ Top.
I don't think we've ever talked about this. You're from Texas?
That's where I'm from. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's really hot down there.
Oh gosh. You know, I don't really consider it my home. I don't go back very often. Yeah.
What's your general feeling about Houston?
Houston.
It's huge.
Yes. I would say the food is delicious.
Okay.
Like whatever, Houston is a huge city and it's super, super diverse. People from all around the world. So whatever kind of food you might possibly have a craving to eat, you can eat that food and like the best that you've ever had that kind of food in Houston, Texas. And it's, the cost of living is a lot lower there. So there's great food and it's cheap. And that is the best thing about Houston.
The first time I had a meal that was more than $50. No. Is that right? That was more than $80 was in Houston. Maybe the only time I had a steak.
Interesting.
At a steakhouse, my friend Corey, her parents are doctors, and I was in Houston, and they took me in. They took me to a very nice steakhouse in Houston.
Good evening. Hi, I'm Chad. I'll be your waiter.
Hi, Chad.
Hi. Would you like to hear the specials?
Yes.
Please, Chad.
Okay. Our soup today is cream of mushroom broccoli arapaho. And what that means, arapaho is they're little acorns. They're egg corns. And we also have a stuffed bronzini. It's stuffed with mashed potatoes and pickles.
Excuse me, Mary. I'm sorry. Could you tell us your name again?
Chad.
My name is Chad.
Chad, it just feels like you're making these things up. Feels like you're making up things on the menu.
That's what I'm doing.
Am I?
No, I am. I am doing that.
Okay.
That's what.
Mary, I don't mean to embarrass you.
No, that's what we do here.
I mean, I thought he was being very convincing.
Well, what we do
those
here.
things sounded delicious.
They
to
are.
me, Chad.
I'm sure they are delicious. The stuffed bronzini with the mashed potatoes
and the pickles.
And the pickles.
That part sounds really special.
Delicious.
I don't know what a bronzini is.
It's a fish, yes?
Bronzini is a fish. Yes, it's an Italian fish.
It's real.
It's real. It's served whole, fish and head. We bring it out, just a fish on a platter, and it's stuffed. In this case, it would be stuffed with mashed potatoes and pickles. And you're right.
You said something of acorns earlier.
There are. Oh, right.
That was in the soup.
Eggcorns.
Eggcorns. I thought you said acorn. Maybe
eggcorn.
Okay. I didn't mean. I'm embarrassed. I'm terribly embarrassed.
No,
Mary.
Eggcorn.
Please. This is not my usual.
I wanted to take you somewhere, Felix. This is such a special occasion for us, our anniversary, and I wanted to take you somewhere
1 year anniversary, Chad.
where you can really.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you, Chad. Where you can eat something because I know that your dietary needs are so specific. So
I'm a pescatarian.
Oh, you only eat fish.
So that's why I wanted to take you here to this restaurant of the imagination.
I only eat fish.
I think you'd like the bronzini.
That's a fish.
It's a fish.
With pickles in.
It's got pickles and mashed potatoes in its guts.
And acorns.
The eggcorn, again, the eggcorn is in the soup.
Okay. I feel like I'm just trying to trip you up because it feels like
No, keep on going. Keep going. I love the repartee.
It feels as though there should be a set menu for
does it feel that way? Boom.
Whoa.
You
Whoa.
You've been reading this. This is the set menu you've been reading.
And I'm magic.
Whoa.
Chad.
That is
Mary.
I'm speechless.
I love magic, Mary.
My breath is taken away.
I love magic.
Yes. Magic.
Christopher, wheel out the water tank. I'm going to be hoisted up and lowered into the water tank
Oh my
in a
God.
straitjacket.
This is so exciting.
Mary, what have you done?
Happy anniversary!
Oh, Chad.
And the axe is to the right. If I don't come out in 30 seconds, break the glass.
Okay,
Oh, what
I'll set the
excitement.
timer. But I believe in you, Chad.
Splash.
Oh, this is so exciting, Mary. Take my hand. Oh, please. He's written
Does
your.
he look all right in there?
He's turning blue, but he's written your name on the glass, Mary.
So romantic. Okay, I'm going to free him now.
You're gonna break the glass?
He looks like he needs help.
It's
Happy
been
anniversary.
Oh, Mary, thank you.
You're welcome.
Chad,
Thank you.
You didn't come
Oh.
even close to.
I was punched in the stomach earlier, and that's what happened to. No,
Yes,
Are
that's
you
how
making this up?
that's
that
how
happened to-
Houdini died.
that's how Houdini died.
Yeah, tragic.
And scene.
Okay.
That's actually how Houdini died, right?
Yeah, or I mean, it's unclear.
It's unclear.
There's actually a great episode of
That he was-
the Unexplained with William Shatner that talks
Really?
about Houdini.
He was in a fight before he did his act. And
Yeah.
well, see.
Well, it was.
Mhm.
It's unclear. Perhaps a student / follower came backstage before the show, and just kind of out of nowhere, I believe, just hit him in the stomach as hard as he could, and then left the room or something. And then hours later,
Yes.
right?
I think that's exactly
something
what
like
happened.
that.
So I think that Houdini would allow people to come up on stage and punch him in
Yeah.
the stomach.
Oh
because
my
he-
But
God.
he would have been, prepared, I guess. And it was
Exactly.
it was in the green room, and this kid
Yeah.
just showed up and was like, "Well, bam, take that."
He wasn't prepared.
He wasn't probably holding his core.
Yeah.
I also like that this way that he died is so serious and severe that we have to stop the scene and
Yeah.
talk about
Yeah.
this man
I mean, he's
really
the,
died.
the greatest,
Wow.
He lived in Inwood. His house
Really?
is right around the corner from my apartment. Whatever.
That's
Don't worry
cool.
about it.
Is it is there a plaque or something?
Well, there is a woman. I think there's only been 3 residents who've lived there. There's an elderly, beautiful woman who she's got to be late 80s, but she's always out there sweeping and stuff. And I was walking. My daughter and I were out for a walk, and we were walking by, and I said, that's Houdini's old house, and I asked her about it. I said, "Excuse me, did Houdini live here?" And she said, "Oh yes, he did. And there were trunks in there when I moved in, and this and that." And then
She
said
wanted to
me-
tell the story.
She wanted to tell the
she's
story.
full of stories.
Yeah, and she said to me, "I'm a seer,
Whoa.
And I was like, "Whoa!" And she told me to pick up a rock and to squeeze it and to say, "I am as strong as this rock, and nothing can defeat me." And she said to put it in my pocket. And she said, "Don't take it out." And I said, "Okay." And I did it. And then I said, "What if I have to do laundry?" And she said, "Well, take it out and then put it back in." I was like, "Okay." So I did that, and I think I lost the rock. Well, one day I was walking on Broadway at 218th Street. I was walking along, and I saw this beautiful white rock on the ground, and I figured I'm going to do it again. So I picked it up, and I was like, "I'm as strong as this rock." But it wasn't a rock. It was a white chocolate covered almond. So it was
It just
melted.
Oh.
Wow.
So that's how strong I am. I am not as strong as that rock. I'm as strong as a melted
That's your new
candy
incantation.
cover. Yeah.
I think
Wow.
I'm actually doing I've done a little reading and studying about the spirit world.
The
Really?
Spirit.
Yes. And
What were you reading? The Bible.
Mhm.
No.
Okay.
I've been reading, let's see, How to Know Higher Worlds by Rudolf
Ooh.
Steiner.
Take me a higher world. Back to Steve Winwood.
Wow. Steve Winwood, who did not live in Inwood and who did his house.
Okay,
Wow,
I'm sorry.
No, that's a good callback.
Wow. It's all coming together.
And now I'm reading this one about it's called it was recommended to me actually by a psychic. She was like, you need to read this book. So I read a book by Paul Selig, who lives here in New York City. And then I'm reading a book by Raymond Grace called The Future is Yours. And, it's sort of, it is teaching you how to work with, the energy, the things that exist that we can't see and how you can maybe harness those powers to, help you and help others. And, it's been really interesting, but it does say in the book that the spirit world is very generous, and the most important thing is your intention. So if you have, pure intentions, as I'm sure you did when you did The Rock, it probably still, even though you aren't possessing the rock, probably the magic is still there. Or if you wanted to refresh with the new rock, I think, I know a guy who says that the spirit world is very generous. So.
You're very generous, Casper. Give me some money.
Here you go. There you go.
Oh.
It's $25.
Okay. I mean, that's only a fraction of what I was asking for. I need about 10 times as much.
10 times as much?
I need about 10 times as much. But you're very generous, Casper. Go on and you're the baron of this town.
That would be $4,000.
Give it to me.
Did I do that math correctly?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All right, so
Checks out.
Wait, no, 10 times.
Nicholas, thank you.
No, it'd be $250.
I like the first number better. No. Give me the first number, Casper. You're the richest man in town.
Oh, there you go.
I need help for my business.
$4,000.
It's just like pennies from Casper.
Damn, $4,000 ain't nothing to you. It's a damn pittance.
Casper, how did you acquire your wealth?
Tell us the story.
Yes.
Residuals.
From what?
My tune.
Oh, your song.
No, my cartoon.
Your cartoon.
You created animation.
TOON.
My life story. I sold it to Warner Brothers.
You sold it to them Warner Brothers and they got you all this money?
Got me all this money.
That's a lot of money.
Introduce Nicholas and I to the Warner Brothers.
Introduce us to those Warner Brothers. Maybe we can sell our story.
We got a good story of our life.
Got a great story.
What happened to you in your life? Well, now that's how you know a good tale's coming, when you get a good wind up.
Tale is long.
Tale's old as time.
Well, I was born in Houston.
Whoa. Yeah. That's a salt of the earth place.
Salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth, and I rode the railways all the way out here to Hollywood.
Wow. Whoa. All the way from the south to the west.
Yes, from the south to the west.
That's just the beginning of the story. Yeah, that big wind-up is good. I've been sure there's a whole bunch of story in between and behind and in front.
I could go on with the story, but what about your story?
Well, if you want some of my story, Casper's going to have to give me another $4,000.
All right. $4,000.
Give me some of that Warner Brothers money. That's what we really need. We're going to sell our story to Warner Brothers. Then we're going to make a cartoon. Then we're going to make a couple of serial Nickelodeon reels. Then we're going to make a full-fledged movie. Then we're going to have a radio show.
Y'all know what we should do? We should all write something together, maybe. I mean, if you don't want to work alone anymore, Mr. Casper, if you're interested in telling other kinds of stories.
And then pitch it.
Pitch it.
We can pitch it.
Pitch it to Warner Brothers.
All right. But if we all pitch one story,
then
we got to split one pot.
Well, a large pot of money split 3 ways is better than no pot of money split no ways. And you and I, I don't think we can be choosers.
Beggars can't be choosers, huh?
Who says beggars can't be choosers?
Somebody says it.
Somebody said that beggars can't be choosers.
Somebody's been saying
This is a
it.
story about choosy beggars.
Oh,
Choosy beggars.
There it is.
And they'll choose themselves rich.
Let's get those Warner Brothers on the horn.
Get them on the horn,
This thing writes
Casper.
itself.
My God, this is a mighty fine seesaw you got in your front yard.
It is. It's just, I'm enjoying it. It's delightful.
It's a 3-way seesaw. Yeah.
This some sort of gyroscope is keeping this along.
We should put it in our story.
The choosy beggars.
You know who made it? Calderon.
Calderon?
Well,
I got a story about Calderon. I was so hoping that would come back. Thank you.
There you have it.
Oh man, beautiful. Hey, this is what I want to ask. What's a piece of wisdom about and we did a good job tonight. I really try not to talk a lot about improv or comedy. Not comedy is fine, but like get too much into how to.
Right.
This is that already exists. So I like to I want to get to know people and whatever. Mm-hmm. But if there's a listener tonight who is interested in comedy or art or improv or acting, what's a word of advice you would give to somebody who's new and fresh? What do you say to them? What's your go-to? What's your central core? Like, this is the number one thing above all.
The number one
same question you asked, Aston.
Do you want to go first?
Oh, you can go first.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Our esteemed guest.
I don't know if I have one. Like, I don't know if this is like the be all end all thing, but this is one of the things. I would say that in terms of stand up, I was told within the past couple of years to love your audience, to absolutely love them, and I think that's really that's very helpful to me because I don't know if I'm not very good at being cynical and making that funny. So that personally was very helpful. And then also sort of like in a similar vein, like in terms of improvisation, the other day, Ali Faranakian said it in a really cool way. He said, it's as if, like if we're in a scene, it's as if somebody whispers in my ear right before the scene, "Oh, Matt, by the way, Ralf and Aston, they're geniuses, just to let you know." And they're geniuses. And then the same would be whispered in your ear, like, "Oh, your scene partner's a genius." And I think that's a really cool way to think about it. I kind of like try to adopt this mantra that I love you, right, in the scene. And I think that's a really fun, no matter what, no matter what you do, just like really love and appreciate the other character. Just like start there.
That's beautiful. Bring in the love.
I think that's beautiful. I wish it extended outside of the scene. He sucked us both in the nose.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no, I feel that from you though. And we only met, 58 minutes ago.
58 miness ago.
Hasn't been that long.
It already feels.
I would say, just get interested.
Yeah.
Get interested in everything and find what gets you excited and interested. So get interested in the world and the world around you. Pay attention also to what's around you. Get interested, pay attention, and write things down. Write notes, or that's what I do at least, and it's helpful to me. If something arrives and I think it could at all be anything, I'll write it down, and that's been really helpful in terms of making things later on.
I think that's very wise, and my suggestion is listen to no suggestion. Hey, we love you guys. Matt Higgins, Ralf Jean Pierre, Aston Hollins. Good night.
Good night.